Yes, well, that was fun. And while I reel in my victory, let me say another big hello to Swarzy. Swarzy, hello and good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm brilliant. I've just won that challenge. It's a great start.
Yeah,
Swarzy, what
I
team
saw
are you on? Who are you backing?
Team Hannah. Duh.
Duh, obviously Team Hannah. Now, Swarzy, we are so grateful for you joining us today, and we're really looking forward to hearing a little bit more about you. But just to start, tell us sort of where you're based, what you normally do when you're not appearing on youth events in barns.
Yeah, so my name is Swarzy. I'm a radio presenter at KISS. I have the breakfast show on Saturday morning, so I was up early. I'm on from 6 to 9 a.m. and I'm also over at BBC Sounds. So if you hear me say BBC Sounds, that's me.
Awesome.
I live in Ilford. I live with my brother, and yeah, work as a presenter and a host, doing lots of different events and lots of radio as well.
Amazing. Now, Swarzy, we've been in lockdown for a couple of months now. How are you finding it? How has life changed for you?
Well, I haven't climbed the walls just yet, and I think having my job in radio has definitely kept me busy. Although my family are a little bit mad over Scrabble, so we've been having lots and lots of Scrabble games, and so you guys might have to come. Even you, Dave, I think you can get a game in.
You want to go play Scrabble with Swarzy after lockdown?
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I hate Scrabble.
Well, do you know what? That was rude, but I would love to come. I'll be there. You just let me know when. Now, Swarzy, you have a really exciting job, and you're also a Christian, aren't you? And I know that that is a massive part of your life. Can you tell us in about a minute how you became a Christian?
Yeah, so I became a Christian when I was about 14 years old. I awkward caught shoplifting with a friend, and that moment for me absolutely blew up, and I was like, whoa, this is serious. And the guy in the shop said, everyone get out, and kept me and my friend in, and called the police. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is getting too dangerous now. What is going on? And yeah, my family, my parents don't go to church, or I didn't hear the gospel from before. And so I just said, God, if you're real, get me out of this situation. I'll never shoplift and I'll follow you. And for some weird reason, the guy said, just go. And I said, what? So me ran out of the shop, went home, and that same Friday, that week, I found a local church at the end of my road, and it happened to be a testimony night. And when I arrived, people were playing football and drinking Oreo milkshakes, and I thought I was in the wrong place. But it happened that it was a testimony night, and people were sharing the gospel. Loved us so much that he gave us his one and only son, Jesus Christ. He died on a cross and rose again, and I'd never heard that message before. And they said, if you believe and follow Jesus, you can be forgiven of all the things that you've done wrong. And that's what I wanted. So hearing the gospel and getting a fresh start at the age of 14 was big news for me.
Incredible. Oh, I just love hearing people's testimony. It is just so encouraging to know the difference that Jesus makes in people's lives. And just on that, so today we're going to be looking at a part of the Bible, the story of Zacchaeus. And there's a key verse in there that says, the Son of Man, that's Jesus, came to seek and save the lost. So, Swarzy, what difference has it made to your life, knowing that Jesus came to seek and save you?
Yeah, Zacchaeus has to be one of my favorite guys in the Bible. One, because he was short, and I'm not that tall either, although I give the illusion on Instagram that I'm about 6 foot. But yeah, me and Zacchaeus got a lot in common. And I think the other thing that I love about this guy is that Jesus picked him out of the crowd. He chose him and said, yeah, I'm coming to your house for dinner tonight. And I really, really love that. Me, as a young person, as someone who heard the gospel at 14, I was in a school where no one picked me. No one was saying, yeah, come and be on my team, Swaz. And so when I heard the gospel and found that I can be confident because it's me, that changed my world. That gave me the confidence to not want to please people or not want to always be the funniest or the cleverest. It just allowed me to be me. And so when I rocked up to that youth group, accepted me for me, and that was life-changing as a young girl in a school that perhaps wasn't always the kindest, but having that confidence really changed people's perspective of me and said, wow, something's different about her. What's gone on there? And it gave me a really good opportunity to share the gospel with my friends at school as well.
Brilliant. Now, Swarzy, there's a big conversation happening in our world right now around racism, a huge conversation, and one that, we want to keep pushing into that more and knowing more. I know that you've been saying quite a bit about this on radio and on your socials. What do we as Christians need to know? What can we do? And are there any helpful resources that you might be able to point us towards?
There's a big conversation, isn't there? There's a whole conversation around racism, and I think the easiest way at a young age that I understood racism was favoritism, having favorites and picking people because of the color of their skin. And we know that's wrong. We know that in the Bible, God says in Genesis that all people, men and female, black people and white people, are created in the image of God. And that, for me, in my world of work and just in the world now, that's a huge truth, and one that is amazing, meaning that if we're in God's image, we've got value and respect, and we're made with love. And that is a huge, huge message for a world that perhaps in some places says the opposite of that. And so I think for the Christian, what we can do, well, we can reach out to people who have not been chosen for the color of their skin, or who have had things said horrible about them, or in sometimes have been left to suffer in places because of the color of their skin. So what does Romans 12 say? Well, Romans 12 says that Christians are to hate what is evil, which is strong language, hate what is evil and cling good. God doesn't like favoritism. He doesn't like when people choose people for different reasons other than the fact that they're just human. And so for the Christian, we're to love people. We're to love people radically and well. And so I think, if you're listening to this, you want to make sure that you're loving people well and not having favorites.
Brilliant. Swarzy, I could talk to you for hours, and I'm definitely up for that Scrabble game post-lockdown. But for now, that's our time. Thank you so much. Guys, should we give a big shout out to Swarzy?